Pads and discs, Vauxhall Corsa stage 1. As you can see, the discs are worn, and you should be able to see the pads are just as bad. Stage 1, taking the wheel off. First step. Say when.
When?
Alright, first step, jacking the vehicle up. Find the point of jack first. Should be a little arrow. Just slowly take it up, making sure that bit's in the middle. There, should go inside. And just jack it up.
Tell them the handbrake's going to be on.
The handbrake has to be on when doing this. Otherwise the jack will fail. Right. You don't want to jack it up too far, because make sure the wheel's not moving, because you have to, because otherwise it will spin when you're taking it off. Right, and just give the caps a little nudge and they should just come loose eventually. Next stage, you need to get these caps off so you've got access to the nuts to take the wheel off. Just give them a little nudge with a screwdriver either side and they should eventually just come loose and fall off. That's so.
Go.
Next stage, releasing the wheel. Might be a little tight, so you might have to put a bit of force onto it. Should just release. As so.
That'll do it, leave that.
Place the wheel under the bodywork in case the jack fails. Another safety measure, stop squashing your head. It's not a bad condition the disc's in. It's all cut here as you can see where the pad's digged in. Now, first screws you need to release are these two. Best thing to do is turn the wheel so it's arched out this way towards the near side of the car. Before you release the pads and discs, take off the brake fluid lid to check the level of the brake fluid to stop it from overflowing. As you can see, not quite at the top there, just keep an eye on it when you push in the caliper. From the steering wheel all the way to the wave towards the wheel that you're working on, complete lock. It's not. You can hear you whispering. Right, first you have to do, while this is still attached, is release the calibre, push it back. Use a screwdriver and just gently wiggle it and push it back. See, it's going back.
Yeah.
So it's slowly going back. While you're doing this, have someone keep an eye on your brake fluid. Make sure it doesn't overflow. Right, once the calibre's back completely, you have to release these two nuts. Next, 13s. Should release quite easy after a few of the spanner. You should just be able to do it with your hands.
Recording. No.
Once both nuts are off, you should just be able to release that. But do it gently, keep an eye on the wire. Should just rest there. Next, these two nuts. Here and here. They're 19s. This will release the whole bike.
Closed.
These 19s that are next, here and here, are going to be tough to release because of the locking fluid. But you're aiming up, but they should just release eventually. Just keep at it. Gotta get in here, Bill. Right, once you've released both bolts, you should just fall off, as so. Scuff, as so. You have to hold this tight, and it should just release. And it's only like. That's the garage, wouldn't you?
Recording.
Once both holes, both bolts are out of both holes, it should just easily release, as so. I've been putting the new disc on. Make sure the small holes are lined up with the small holes on the disc. You can manoeuvre it once it's on. Just make sure you can see exactly where they are, and then take the screws and just hand tighten them in first, as best as possible. And should just get in there like that. If that one's in line, then the bottom one should be also. You should just be able to hand tighten them so far, and then just make sure they're nice and tight using a wrench. Right, once both screws are done up tightly and the new disc is on as so, you want to pop the brake back on. Getting everything over the disc here, but... Right, replace the brake. Making sure they line up. And at first you can just hand tighten them in, top and bottom. Once both bolts are in hand tight, take the wrench and tighten them up fully. Make sure they're nice and tight. Well, you need to make sure there's enough oil for these to go in because you'll need these to push in later on when you go to put the brake back together. So yeah, they're fine. Right, next you need to put in the anti-rattle clips. You need to make sure the flap here is always facing out the top, both sides, and out at the bottom, both sides. It should just clip in. Just give it a little push. It should just clip in so, like that. Same with the top. Once you've got this bit over here, give it a bit of force. Just clips in like that. Right then, applying the brake disc. Once you've got all 4 clips in, there'll be one when doing the near side wheel with an extra clip sticking out. That'll be attached to the brake disc. Slide the bottom of the brake disc in first, and the top should just slide in as so. Yeah. Once you've got the bottom of the brake disc in into this clip, push it round so that goes inside there, and just push in like that. Right, it should look like that. Now the new pads and disc are all attached. And you want to be putting the brake back together. This is where you need to push these in and attach the brake. Together, it should just